Hi, Sophie here. Welcome back to my upstairs oasis. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm super excited for today's video. We're going to be potting up my alocasia corms. You guys have been with me from when these little corms were just corms, when these little plants were just corms. I'm so excited. So these are my black velvet corms. There are three little plants in here now. One of these leaves here, as you can tell, has like a fungal or something. That was the first leaf that came out, the fungal issue. But anyways, the next leaf is perfect. So I think this container was getting a little bit dry. This was my first time ever propagating corms. And I really didn't know like how much water to put in here. And I probably would do it differently now if I was potting corms again. In fact, I think I would try just going straight with LECA instead of perlite. But I'm getting ahead of myself. They obviously grew beautifully, so it is what it is. I'm a little worried about getting the roots out, but we're going to do our best. Okay, so in this one, you're actually going to see a little bit of damage on some of these little plants. So these are my alocasia. Ooh, Amazonica. I think it's Amazonica. I can never remember. You're going to see here, there's 8 plants, but only 6 of them I think are going to be able to be potted up. I think this one got dry, and then definitely I know I hadn't opened it for like a long time because I was sick. Anyway, some of the plants have like rotted, I guess. They have like molds. So I decided to leave them on to show you guys because I just noticed it today. And you guys are going to see, I'm assuming that this is what happens when you don't control the humidity. I, by the way, am just a plant collector. I do this as a hobby. If this is your first video here, this is not educational. This is me just messing around with plants. These are just corms that I got from my mother plants, and the videos of propagating these are on my channel, so I'll link them below. But yeah, I'm just learning, and I was sick for a bit, so my plants were a bit neglected. But I'm happy that it seems like 6 of these plants are healthy, and I think honestly, maybe if I even just like cut the leaves off, the other 2, maybe they would regrow. I guess we'll have to see if the root system is, viable or what. I'm really worried about getting these out of their container. But anyways, okay, let's show you this way. So there is a good example of a leaf that has totally been damaged and is dying off. And is it this one? Yeah, this one is the one that has mold on it. But then the others, as you can see, look good. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see if there's roots on the 2 at the end, like later. We'll start with the healthy ones. There's a little bit of, I think this might be sun damage on this one, but that leaf still feels healthy. It's a big new leaf there. Wow. Oh, that's a beautiful leaf. Okay, so basically we are going to be up potting these into LECA. So semi-hydro to semi-hydro. Hopefully it all goes well and they don't freak out. After they're repotted, I'm going to find some clear Tupperware that they'll fit in. And I will be diligent about making sure that I open it every day and give them some fresh air and some air exchange. Send me good vibes that it's not super difficult getting these out of the perlite. Let's get some cups of LECA and a tray. Okay, so I have 4 cups of LECA, half full. I'm thinking I'll do 2 of each of these together in one plant, so I'll end up with 3. And then the 3 black velvet, I think I'm going to put all 3 in one. The mother plant of this one, which unfortunately died, the mother plants of both of these have died actually. What was I saying? Was 3 plants in one pot, and she was so beautiful. And then I repotted her and I killed her. But it's okay because we have her babies. Rest in peace. Okay, I have more LECA underneath here. for when we get to it. I also have a Diet Pepsi. Oh, it's so cold and there's so much carbonation. So good. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay, let's start with these ones because we have more of them. I'm just going to leave the two at the end that, aren't that happy, and we'll see. Yeah, I tried tugging on this and these roots are like in there. So I think what we're going to have to do is actually like dump out the cells. And that means that I need to separate these cells. So let me grab some scissors. Kind of nervous about this. There's some roots that are going from one plant into his neighbor's cell. So I'm going to make sure I don't cut any roots here. Clear the pathways. Okay. Sorry if you can hear that traffic. Sometimes my mic does pick up the traffic, and it's a weekend night, so there's lots of people cruising around out there. It's actually a really beautiful night, and if there wasn't so many people, I would go out for a walk, but I don't really go out on the weekends very much because there's too many people. Okay, that one separated. This one. Ooh. Okay, this feels like it's going to be tedious, and I'm not going to record, if this takes me like an hour to gently do this, I'm not going to record it all. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do one right now. I'm just going to squeeze this container out. Ooh. Just super gently. Let all this perlite come out. Okay. And that is what our root system looks like. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Add this guy in here. Oh my goodness. What a little cutie. Okay. And now we need a friend. So we're going to do the one that was next door. Now this one has a big root. I don't want to do that one because there's a nice, huge, thick root in its next door neighbor. So we need to do them together. So I'm going to see if I can cut out this next one instead. Okay. I wouldn't do this again in these little gardening cells. Like I said, this was my first time. Okay, this is our second little guy. As you can tell, one of these leaves has a bit of damage. The whole plant should be okay. I can see there are some roots in the bottom of both of these, so we didn't get the whole root systems, but not bad. So scared to touch these and do like any damage before with my other alocasias. Okay. The perlite wants to stay on, and I think it's fine because, again, semi-hydro to semi-hydro, it's just a little. So I'm going to plop this guy in right beside his brother. And then actually, I'm going to use one of these cups that's half filled to just backfill it because that'll be easy for me. This is the thing I like about LECA is it holds whatever plant it is in place, you know? It's like sturdy. So once you get it standing upright, they should stay that way. And that is a finished little cutie alocasia. Oh my gosh, okay. Cute, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of these ones off camera, and then I'll come back and do the black velvet ones together with you in the end. Okay, I am back. I have 3 beautiful little alocasias here. Now I do want to add a little bit of this fertilizer water to these right away because I don't want their little tiny root systems to dry out on this dry LECA. And I'm not going to do a ton of water, maybe like a third of the way. Maybe like there. I believe that should be sufficient. I'm sorry if you can hear that honking outside. I wasn't kidding about the traffic. Also, by the way, it's Friday night at 11 p.m. that I'm filming this. So I have the most exciting life ever. Hang out with my plants and filming YouTube videos on a Friday night. You know what's funny? I'm going to take a break and tell you this really quick. Actually, I'm not going to take a break. I'm going to just water these. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I never anticipated that it would be like plants, but I always wanted to be a YouTuber. And when I used to watch, well, I still watch a lot of YouTube, but when I first started watching YouTube and I would see these people talk about how they were filming in the middle of the night, and I was like, man, like, you can set your own schedule, do whatever, whenever you want, and you're filming in the middle of the night. Like, that makes no sense. Now, I know 11 p.m. is not the middle of the night, but for me, it feels like it, okay? I'm usually in bed, like, latest 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'll stay up a bit later. I don't know, watch a movie or something, but it's always, like, in bed. I'm never, like, you know, working at this time. Okay. These were pretty easy to get out. This one I'm not so sure about, though, because it's in a glass container. Okay, I'm going to fill this up with water in hopes that the water will loosen everything up and I'll just be able to pull the plants out, you know? Because I actually have a cup of water down here, and what I did with the other ones was I used it to clean off their root systems. That actually worked pretty well. That did way less damage than I would have done had I tried to pull that out. I'm pretty impressed. Okay. Not a bad root system, huh? Okay, you can go on the edge. Woo. It's a long one. I really hope that these alocasia grow better, not in soil. I was definitely overwatering them, I think, before. I think I might need some clean water. Because I feel like when I pull it out, there's so much. Yeah, there's a lot more staying behind this time. Ooh, look at that nice root system. This one had a second leaf that died, so I cut it off a while ago. That's why it's only got one leaf. Okay, and then this last little guy, which is the one that has the weird little like fungal leaf. Okay, that's good. Not bad. Cute little root system. Okay. So I'm basically just going to put them, 3 points away from each other. Sit them in there. Pour some LECA over top. I've been trying to anchor one at a time, you know what I mean? It's been working. Kind of get them where I want. And standing the way that I want. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Kind of want to cut this fungal leaf off. It feels kind of not so hot, but we will leave it. Oh my god, look how cute! Okay, let's give this guy some water too. Sorry if you heard those motorcycles. Summer in the city. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna see if I can set up a cute little shot of everybody together. Okay, here's the gang. Number one. Oh, look at this leaf. This leaf honestly makes me so proud. This one leaf is worth all of these corms. Number two, the clear favorite. I'm so happy to have another little black velvet now that I have this. Thank you, Mama. Oh, I really hope you grow up happy. And then there's this guy. He's a little floppy and also not floppy. He's like, what is he like, guys? That's all I'm going to say. Look at this tiny little one. Oh my god. So much variety in this pot, huh? Small, big, floppy. Okay, sorry. I can't help myself. I'm going to stop now. We're talking about plants. Anyways, that's the gang. Thank you so much for tuning in on this video, guys. I'm not even going to get back on camera. I'm just going to leave you with this beautiful shot of my little angels. And I really hope that everybody stays happy and healthy, both you guys and myself and my plants. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.